It's your lucky day, because normally I would ignore comments like this, but I actually feel like there's a lesson to be learned from where I was on October 7th and why I'm so pro-Palestine now. This is my third time recording this video. TikTok's fucked with it every single time. I'm feeling like they don't want me to get this message out. But okay, for background, I was born and raised in Park Slope, Brooklyn, and I grew up around Judaism. It is a beautiful religion. I grew up going to many bar mitzvahs. My neighbors were Jewish and they would invite me over for Shabbos and Rosh Hashanah dinner if I was lucky, but Hanukkah parties were always the best. At this point, I know about Israel, I know it's a homeland, and I don't know anything about Palestine. Not anything. If you told me what Palestine, like it's defined Palestine, I couldn't tell you what it was, couldn't tell you it's a country, couldn't tell you anything. I was blanketed in ignorance, literally. So October 7th happens, and I repost to my Instagram a video of Ben Shapiro explaining that this is the biggest attack on Jews since the Holocaust. And I'm like, why did this happen? What happened? And then the next week, basically, Israel starts bombing an area the size of Philadelphia that's full of refugees, apparently. And I start learning about Palestine. I pick up a book. I learn about who Theodore Herzl is, what the Balfour Declaration was, how the British promised both Zionists and Palestinians land and then just provided weapons to Zionists and let the land burn. Let the people be displaced. Let apartheid reign. So 8 months go by of genocide at this point. Hospitals have been bombed. 60% of the civilians dead are women and children. And I'm walking in my neighborhood in the Lower East Side. Right now I'm in front of the New York Stock Exchange, but I'm walking in the Lower East Side and I see a sticker that says, "Keep calm and destroy Hamas." And I'm like, oh, they're not destroying Hamas. They're destroying babies. They're killing babies. They're destroying hospitals, schools. They have no limit. They're not destroying Hamas. They're in the tunnels and they're still not destroying Hamas. So I film myself peeling the sticker. I'm like, this is propaganda. We're not having propaganda in the Lower East Side. No one wants Zionism in the Lower East Side. No one wants apartheid in the Lower East Side. What are we talking about? And the video goes viral on right-wing Twitter because it got reposted by Stop Anti-Semitism. And I literally cannot understate the amount of harassment and death threats I got for peeling a sticker. Hofstra's Instagram comments were subsequently bombarded with calls to expel me. Hofstra got death threats for me. My dad's number was leaked. My parents' LinkedIn were bombarded. My LinkedIn was bombarded. People got my address. Like, it was horrific for like weeks. And of course, Hofstra didn't do anything, if you were wondering. And that was it for me. To know that this community that I was born and raised around, unknowingly that these people had this belief that they were entitled to like an apartheid state, to have the beautiful wonderfulness of Judaism, a religion that teaches you to question authority and bear empathy for your fellow man, be turned into such nastiness simply because I said that killing children is wrong and I peeled a sticker. Like, it's really sad because I'm a Jewish ally, guys. Baruch Adonai Elohim. But I'm not an ally to people who are genocidal against their neighbors and believe that they're entitled to more human rights than people that live an hour away from them. It's simple as that. And standing on business and standing on your beliefs in a time where millions of people are subject to starvation right now is crazy. So, especially if you're Jewish, please do not be afraid to speak out. It's brutal. Brutal isn't even the right word for it. But a community that tells you you can't be here if you say that killing children is wrong is not a community that you want to be in regardless. I also want to add, just as a side note, that I do left-wing commentary on this app a lot. I talk about Marxism a lot, and that subjects me to a bunch of anti-Semitic comments. Real anti-Semitic comments, not like Israel doesn't have the right to exist anti-Semitic, because that's not anti-Semitic. More like, you're hoarding all the wealth. I can tell you that you're Jewish, even though I'm not Jewish. So combating anti-Semitism is incredibly important to me. And not only because my two best friends are Jewish, or because my boyfriend's Jewish, or because Judaism is so beautiful and anti-Semitism is literally a mental disorder, but because I know what it's like to have anti-Semitism weaponized, to have that label weaponized, to be labeled anti-Semitic when you know that you are not. But it's okay, because October 7th actually woke up a lot of people like me to the Palestinian cause. And I think that's righteous.